We have already discussed about the extraction of metals and the concentration of the metals. Now we'll discuss the after concentration, the metals not highly pure. So in order to get the pure metal, metal has to be purified. So different methods are used for purification of metal. Today we'll discuss about the refining of metal, that is the electrolytic refining of copper. Now let us see how copper is purified. So in order to get the 99.9% pure copper, electrolytic refining method is used. Now you can see an apparatus which is used for electrolytic refining, which is called electrolytic cell. Then two conducting rods are there. They are called the electrodes. One is anode and the other one is cathode. Now what does mean by anode and cathode? This anode means the positive electrode, that is means the electrode which is connected with the positive pole of the battery is called anode, and electrode which is connected with the negative pole of the battery is called cathode. So two conducting rods are dipped in the solution. Now this solution, which is called electrolyte. Now which solution is taken as electrolyte? That is acidified copper sulfate solution is taken as electrolyte. Now before this electrolysis process, that is, let us see which electrode is taken as an anode. Here impure copper is taken as anode and pure copper is taken as cathode, and electrolyte is acidified copper sulfate solution, and with the help of battery, electricity is passed. Now when you draw the diagram, you have to be very careful, because anode means it is not a positive electron, we can't say. Electron which is connected to the positive pole of the battery. So when you mark with the anode, this anode part should be, that is big line stands for the positive pole of the battery, and small line shows the negative pole of the battery. So cathode means cathode should be connected with a small line which is called the negative pole, and the anode should be connected with the positive pole of the battery. And while electrolysis, when electricity is passed through this electrolyte, this anode gets dissolved, and afterwards impurities will dissolve in the solution, and the undissolved impurities will settle down, which is called anode mud, and the dissolved impurities will be dissolved in the electrolyte. And finally, the metal, the pure metal, gets deposited at the cathode. This is how the electrolysis of copper is done. So this is very important method for the refining of copper. Now refining of copper, that is 99.9% pure copper can be obtained by this electrolysis method. So just only once to take, that is two electrodes should be there, that two copper electrodes should be taken, and one should be connected with the positive pole and the other should be connected with the negative pole of the battery, and then which is connected to the positive pole is called anode and the negative pole is called the cathode, and electrolyte should be acidified copper sulfate solution. This is how the electrolytic refining of copper is done. Now let us discuss about the corrosion. Now the corrosion means, everybody knows that silver articles, when it is exposed to it, becomes black in color, because silver combines with hydrogen sulfide which is present in the atmosphere and becomes black in color. Then iron gets rusted when it is exposed to the moisture, it becomes rusted. And you can see the copper vessel also, after some times when it is exposed to it, combines with carbon dioxide and form basic copper carbonate. It is green patches will be found. Now how to control this corrosion? The prevention of corrosion is very important. Then one method of prevention of rusting of iron can be prevented by painting, oiling and galvanization. Now what does mean by galvanization? Now galvanization means thin sheet of zinc is coated with iron on its surface so that it prevents the rusting of iron, which is called galvanization. Then alloys can be made. Now what are alloys? Alloys means a homogeneous mixture of two metals, or a metal and a non-metal, which is mixed, that is the basic metal which is melted and the required proportions of other metals will be added, and then alloys can be prepared. And you are familiar with different types of alloys. Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. Similarly, mercury, if it is there in any alloy, it is called amalgam. So different alloys are there. The properties of alloys are different from that of the original metal. It has low melting point. Then you're familiar with the gold. Gold, the purity of gold is means determined, that is called the carats.